So what do you do when you see a beautiful girl or woman sitting alone at the bar or in a coffee shop? What do you do? Something that's not easy for most people, whether it's a woman or whether it's a guy, and that's to go up to the next person and start a conversation. I work with a lot of people on relationships, and very successful people. And you'd be amazed how many of them are scared shitless to walk up to a beautiful woman or to a good-looking guy who's sitting alone at a bar, on the bar, or at a table in a cafe having a cup of coffee and just starting a conversation. And in this short video, maybe I'm going to give you a few ideas how to think differently about this whole thing. Because life is too short to waste. And if you see her, or if you see him sitting there, you better get up and do something about it. Hi, my name is Eddie from EddieForLife. And in this short video, I'm going to touch a few techniques or ways to make life easier for you guys and girls out there. One of the most important things to have in life is humor, especially self-humor. So let's see how that can be used to our advantage. And please, I want to tell you something. What I'm teaching here or sharing with you is not a sort of technique in this is what I'm going to do and that's it. You know, that's going to be my line. It's more of a way of thinking, a different way of seeing life. So using self-humor, I might walk up to a woman on the bar and I'm going to put out my deepest fears. I'm going to use a sentence like, you might not believe me, but these couple of steps from my table over to you were the hardest steps to take in the past month. Smile, and then shut up and see what she says. If she's interested, she'll say something, you'll start a conversation. Why is that? Or I don't know, I wouldn't have thought so, or whatever. If she's not interested and she has balls at least, she might say, she might put out a line, something like, well, the next couple of steps back to your table will be a bit easier. That's a pretty cool woman, if I gotta say so myself. Using humor, you might say something else. You might say, you might not believe me, but I was scared shitless to walk up to you and start a conversation. Well, you might not say shitless. Or I was really scared to walk up to you and start a conversation. If you're an army vet or a military vet, you might say something like, walking up to you has scared me more than being in battle. And put a smile on your face. Hey, just be you. Be natural. Be open. Have a sense of self-humor. Put out your greatest fears and say what the other side is probably thinking. So you could do it in a different way also. I would never have walked up to you because I'm so shy and I'm so scared of, making conversation with strangers. But I have this crazy coach, his name is Eddie, and he told me that the next time I see a beautiful woman and I don't do that, he's going to kill me. And I'm more scared of him than I am of you. I don't know, I've just been thinking over these lines. As I'm talking, they come up. I know it's easy. I'm 63 almost. I've been around the block a few times, quite a lot actually. When I was in my early 20s, I didn't know how to do these things. I don't know, or maybe I did, but it was tough for me also. It's tough for everybody. And you got to take that fear in hand, and you got to do what you got to do. So that's one way of using self-humor to start a conversation. The other way is a technique from high-level negotiations. And that's going for the no, especially if you know anything about Chris Voss's work, Never Split the Difference. And he talks about this a lot. Never looking to go for the yes. Don't try to get a yes out of the other side. Because for them to say yes puts people on guard. They feel like they're giving something away. What am I getting into? What am I committing to if I say yes? It's much, much easier for the other side to say no. So go for the no. Maybe something like, would you be totally against having a cup of coffee with me one of these days? Or would you be totally against having lunch with me tomorrow? Or would it be a really, really crazy, out-of-the-park idea for a guy like me to ask a beautiful woman like you to have a cup of coffee with me, let's say tomorrow or the day after? And shut up afterwards. Don't continue talking. Put it out, shut up, wait for her to make the next move. Getting to the no, going for the no. You can also use, self-humor together with going for the no. And that's something which I'm just now thinking. I mean, you might say something like, I have this really, really terrible fear of being rejected. So what I'm going to do right now is ask you if you would be totally against having a cup of coffee with me tomorrow or the day after. And if you won't, and leave it there. So what are you doing here? You're also using self-humor, and you're also going for the no. Now, if she says, I will be, yes, that means she'll be totally against it. Well, then you can say something like, well, it's good I didn't ask you and I had this preemptive question before that, so I won't be rejected. And smile, use self-humor, go for the no. And the most important thing, when you see her or when you see him, make your move. Don't wait for life to pass you by. You never know who is the right person for you. And don't think you have too much time to let everything go by, because we don't. Anyway, I hope I have brought you some value in this short video, in this short clip. Thanks for watching. If you have any comments, I'll be happy to answer you. Any questions? If you like the video, you can always subscribe and then maybe, give a like or hit the bell and get notified for future videos of mine. Thanks for watching. This is Eddie from EddieForLife, and I'll see you in my next video. Take care until then, and make your move.